Okay, the next thing we need to learn how to use are variables. Variables are stored locations, are storage locations in the computer's memory that we have given a name to so that we can go and get the information we've stored in them in our programs. So I've opened up Python again, I'm going to go File and New to get a new program, and I'm going to put a variable called name. Inside it, I'm going to store the name Jim. So we put inverted commas around our piece of text, we've got an equal sign, and then on the left hand side, we've got the name of the variable. On the next line, I'm going to print out the contents of what is stored in name. Now, I haven't put inverted commas around name on purpose because I actually want to display what is inside here and not the word name. If I run this now, it's going to ask me to give it a name. I'm going to call it lesson 2. And it displays Jim on the screen. I can change the name in here and run it again. And it will display the new contents of the memory location. If I put inverted commas onto the second line and I save it and run it, it is actually going to display the word name. We don't want that. We want no inverted commas for this one, so it's giving us the contents. Now, this program is only any use if right now, if your name is Dave. We want the user to be able to type in their own name and it will give them a nice message. So let's add in the word hello here, in inverted commas, and then put a plus symbol here, so it'll say hello name. Let's run that now. It says hello Dave. Now, there's no space, so to get a space in, I actually have to put a space inside the inverted commas. It must be inside, but if I do it afterwards, I can do that as many times as I like. It doesn't matter, it's meaningless. Put a space and an inverted comma there. Let's run it. And we can see hello Dave has appeared on the screen. I'm going to adapt the program now so that people can type in their own name and it will say hello to them. So I'm going to delete where it says Dave on this first line and I'm going to use an input statement. See how it's a special word, it turns purple when I complete it. It's one of the words that Python knows. On that, actually, there's certain words, obviously, you can't use for your variable names. You can't have a variable name called print, because print is a reserved word. Name is fine though, we know that because it's in black. Let's put 2 brackets here. Let's put 2 inverted commas. Let's put a little message that says, what is your name? Question mark. It'll ask the user their name, they'll enter it on the keyboard and press enter. It will store their name in computer's memory, in the memory location name, and then on the next line, it will say hello, retrieve the contents of the memory location name, and display them on the screen. Let's test it now. What is your name? Dave. Hello, Dave. Let's try again with a different name. And it works like so. Next thing we're now going to do is we're going to ask another question. We're going to ask the user what day it is. So underneath the third line, I'm adding another question. What day is it? If we get it from the user, it'll store it in the variable day. And then depending on what you say, we're going to print out a message. I hate Let's see if this works. Brackets, press for module. Oh. And what is your name? Let's say it's Fred. Hello Fred, what day is it? I'm going to say it's Monday. And it says I hate Mondays, Fred. Okay, so you can build up more and more complicated programs, getting information from the user, storing variables, and then displaying that in different lines on screen to the user.